Well, hello, everyone. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn 1113. Thank you for listening to this podcast, wherever you may be, anywhere in the world, wherever podcasts like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and what have you, and whatever platform you may be listening to. It's been a little bit again. Excuse me, mainly because I've been pretty busy with work and pretty busy with everything else in my personal life. So I had to postpone a little bit of here, a little bit of there doing this podcast, but here I am coming right back. And in the fall, there's going to be a lot of things happening in the fall. Sorry, September. Getting back to the football predictions. Really, really, really getting excited about that. And it's college football season is going to be very loaded, and NFL is going to be pretty loaded starting in September. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, for anybody who has NFL Pickwatch or a site called NFL Pickwatch, I strongly suggest you go there. And I'll put the link in the description, by the way, on that website. You can pick NFL and college football games now. And I will be doing YouTube videos concerning that as well. So be on the lookout for that. As for everything else in sports, you know, it's pretty much baseball right now at the moment. And let me give you also a roll call in case I haven't forgotten. Congratulations order to the Golden State Warriors to win the NBA title. Also the Colorado Avalanche in the NHL as well. I didn't want to forget that. Um, Also, Rafael Nadal won the French Open. Hope he gets well in tennis. Um, who won Wimbledon? Djokovic, yeah. Novak Djokovic won the Wimbledon championship. Too bad he won't be in the U.S. Open championship because of the insane things that New York is doing. But that's another story for another day. Um, I got to tell you, there are times I feel like we live in a delusional world in sports. Like LeBron James saying, "Hey, Boston's racist, but I own the Boston Red Sox." Duh, duh. Did you ever think before he spoke about that he owns a team that he feels is racist? Sell the damn team then. And then the delusion comes at the NFL black quarterback position. Let me pause that for a second because there are some people like Kyler Murray thinks he's worth that kind of money. Not really when you don't even study the playbook. Look, you're playing real NFL football, not Madden. Okay, win a play, go to the playoffs and win a playoff game, and maybe some people might respect you then. Deshaun Watson, same thing, won a playoff game, but is he really worth all that guaranteed money if he didn't have that guarantee clause in the contract? No, he's not worth that kind of money. Matthew Stafford's worth that kind of money. Russell Wilson's worth that kind of money. Patrick Mahomes is worth that kind of money. Speaking of delusional, though, which goes segue to Lamar Jackson. See, I'm being he claims he's being disrespected. Maybe the reason you're getting disrespected in his own delusion world. Here's a guy who's won one playoff game, while Joe Burrow has taken the Cincinnati Bengals more in this past season to the Super Bowl in only his first playoff appearance. Burrow's won more games than Lamar Jackson in his entire career. Okay, you worth that kind of money? No, you're not. And until it's proven wrong, people like running quarterbacks like this Lamar Jackson proved that no running quarterback has won a Super Bowl thus far. If you go way back to Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, um, they didn't win the Super Bowl either, and they were running quarterbacks. Wilson and Patrick Mahomes are more pocket passers than running quarterbacks, who can run, but they're more pocket passers, and both of them won the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, people say he's not deserved that money in Detroit. He goes to the Rams and wins a Super Bowl ring anyway. So what is Lamar Jackson talking about? I'm worth that kind of money. No, you're not. When I look at your when I look at your when I look at the statistics, it's impressive. You're more of a running quarterback. You're the typical quarterback who hasn't won anything yet. He is that delusional. And your team didn't even make the playoffs last year. The Baltimore Ravens, that is. You didn't even make the playoffs. So what do you do? So what are you talking? What is he talking about? Wow. You're not worth that kind of money to begin with. Sorry, Lamar. You're not worth that kind of money. And until otherwise proven wrong, I'm still going to keep saying that running will not win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Pocket passers will. And even pocket passers who run the football. With athletic, we too run the football. Until you've proven that, Lamar Jackson, shut up. Now, let's get to the college football field. Excuse me. The Big Ten getting UCLA and USC. Interesting. Very interesting to hear that. I mean, let me tell you, we're going to see more of this. And in my opinion, we're going to see more of this. We're really going to see more of teams getting out of the Pac-12. Pac-12 is one of the worst run conferences, by the way, in my opinion, for football. It would make only more sense in basketball that Gonzaga and St. Mary's go to the Pac-12. That might save them for Pac-12 basketball. But I gotta tell you, the ACC needs to add some more. The SEC, in my opinion, actually is the best conference in all college football. Really and truly, followed by the Big Ten. And probably the Big 12, the ACC, and the Pac-12. So if you look at it, SEC is the best conference in all college football. We'll see what happens. We'll see if more teams go to SEC. And don't forget Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC next year. So the SEC will only get better as time goes on. And that's my opinion about that. And with all that, I'm looking forward to football this season. And I will put my final predictions before then. And I got to tell you, well, first of all, for college football, I already got 5 games coming on the 3rd of September. And all the games that will be coming up and along with the NFL games. So with that, that's my Shawn 1113 podcast show. And don't forget, I will put the NFL Pickwatch in the description if you are interested in that as well. Pickwatch.com link, and if you're interested in that. That's it. Thank you for listening. And as always, please stay encouraged no matter what.